Yeah, we bring reviews of your house, talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house, wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house, we keeps it cool in your house, we keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yeah. Mark's hating on his fans, Becky's niche on the man. Play with two like a lion, household a dangerous alliance. I am a diamond like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
My name is Brian Pillman Jr., and you're listening to the In Your House podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House. This is the People's Podcast. Hi. Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your boy Khan, ready to get at work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. That is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. So man, we say it here all the time on In Your House. We say it here all the time that In Your House is worldwide, okay? We are listened to in 14 different countries across these United States and locally right here in Indiana. So we get great talent and the talent that we have come in here to talk about their careers is excellent. We get next level talent that is not joking around when it comes to this business. They are ready to take it to the next level. They're ready to be the stars of today, the stars of tomorrow. And man, when I say that we are worldwide, we get fantastic talent, and man, we got a great one for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce a talent that is going to be soon on OWE. That's Oriental Wrestling Entertainment. And man, he is hardcore, and he's not dull. He's sharp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Lou King Sharp. How are you doing, bro?
I'm great, mate. How are you? I'm a bit scared now. I think you've G'd me up a wee bit too much there.
Man, I was so glad he was able to come on. We're catching you just a few days before you go to China, man. So I was so happy to be able to get you on the show and just talk to you a little bit, bro.
No, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I leave just a couple of days over a week now, so it's gonna be a big step. But
you've got a big trip ahead of you, my friend. A big
damn
trip
right,
ahead.
mate, damn right.
Man, it's so exciting to hear about it. But I always like to start here, Lou, and that is this. You're obviously you're there in correct me if I'm wrong too. Is it Glasgow?
Glasgow, Scotland, mate. Yeah.
Oh man, so cool, man. That's awesome, and you're gonna be going to China, but for you being there in Glasgow, let me ask you this, man. I always love to ask this. Where did it all start for you in professional wrestling? Where did it all start for Lou King Sharp?
Well, I started training a lot younger. Just in the UK in general, people tend to start a lot younger than in the States and stuff. I started training, I think maybe a week or two before my 12th birthday. So
oh, wow.
I was about 11 years old, roughly 11, 12 years old when I started.
Yeah.
That was at the Premier British Wrestling Academy in Barhead, Glasgow. They've produced a number of brilliant talents. Noam Dar is probably the most notable.
Yes, yeah.
Kaylee Ray, Kenny Williams. So a lot of people who went on to obviously work for WWE and do kind of big things. So it's definitely a good school that I came out of. The head trainer there is still the same head trainer today. It's Kid Fight. He's been all over the world, mainly Europe.
Yeah.
As part of the Tag Team Fight Club, but he's also the owner of Premier British Wrestling, which in my opinion is the number one kind of family friendly promotion in the UK.
Yeah.
But it was a brilliant school to come from. One of the things that's kind of different about it is we don't train in a ring. We train just on like kind of like gym mats. They use the kind of same you kind of use in like PE class kind of thing. So it can take out of you a bit, bump on them every week. But I don't know. I've always kind of liked the philosophy on it, where the ring is seen as a privilege.
Yeah.
And you need to kind of earn the right to even get in a ring. You know what I mean? I think, especially in this day and age, there's a lot more kind of people wanting to just give it a try, people who aren't necessarily going to stick it out. So if you're just sticking anyone and everyone in a ring, you know what I mean, it kind of loses how kind of special it is, do you know what I mean, how important it should be to actually be allowed in a wrestling ring.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and you say that you feel like that you should earn your way into that ring. And, man, I got to tell you this. From what I've seen of you, the highlights that I've seen, it seems like that you earned your way in there. And,
Thank you very much.
And, man, you're growing as a talent. Now, the highlight video that I got a chance to see you with, man, I saw you coming out there and the Liu King Sharp shirt, which I see that you have some Grand Theft Auto lettering on your shirts there.
Absolutely,
Liu King.
yeah.
That's freaking cool, bro. I freaking love that.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, that is so awesome. You're coming out in the overalls and the kendo stick, man. Let me ask you this. Did you watch any ECW at all? Were you inspired by ECW at all?
ECW was actually the first wrestling that I ever seen.
Yeah, oh, okay.
My first experience of wrestling was my uncle. It was him that totally kind of got me invested in wrestling. I just kind of went into the living room and he was watching. I couldn't say specifically which pay-per-view it was, but Sabu put himself through a table, and that sort of, I was just like, what? Do you know what I mean? Like, this guy's mad. Do you know what I mean? It was always the kind of, that's one of the things that's always kind of attracted me to wrestling, is the kind of madness of it.
Yeah.
Like, I can still enjoy a kind of technical hold for hold match just as much as anyone else can, but what personally drew me in was the kind of, as I said, the madness of it, and just
the chaos,
the anarchy. Yeah.
I dig that, man.
So no, ECW is definitely a big influence on me.
I could tell. As soon as I saw you coming out there with the kendo stick, and man, you got a swag about you. That's what I like. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this dude's he's got some swagger. I like that. Like I saw that, I was like, okay, this dude, I can already tell I'm gonna quickly become a fan of this cat because of his swagger, his style. I mean, I saw you out there like you were like crowd surfing, bro. I'm like, this guy's crowd surfing. This is awesome.
That was I really enjoyed that. It was it's ICW's kind of their equivalent to the Royal Rumble.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically a 30-man Rumble, but there's also 5 weapons and 5 random entrants. So we'll be given a weapon kind of thing, which is why I had the kendo stick in the highlight video.
Yeah.
But the crowd stuffing, where that actually came from was my way of avoiding elimination. So I'd been gorilla pressed into the crowd caught me and crowd stuffed me back into the ring, so my feet never actually touched the floor.
Oh, wow.
So that's that's the story behind that.
So you weren't actually eliminated?
No, back in the match. I believe that was the second time I'd actually done that in a Glasgow match. So.
Wow. so man, it seems like you've had a whole lot of fun with your career so far, and now you're about to take it to another level by going to OWE. And let me ask you this, man: is OWE ready for a Liu King Sharp?
I don't quite know yet. There's only one way to find out. I know that Liu King Sharp's ready for OWE though.
Oh yeah.
I've just been kind of waiting for that chance to put myself on a bigger scale and let the world see what I can do. Yeah. Obviously, I've been going about Europe since I started wrestling professionally in 2013. And my big thing's always been travel.
Yeah.
It's obviously where I've earned the moniker the Blood Tourist. So far, I've wrestled in 10 countries at the moment. But as I said, travel's always been my big thing, and I want to wrestle in front of as many different crowds and many different audiences as I can. You know what I mean? I want to be involved in every wrestling market that there is. And obviously, China seems to be the newest market. So as soon as I was given the chance to be a part of it, I jumped at it.
Oh man, and I think that you made the right move, man. I think that you really made the right move because OWE, I've watched it. I was just watching the Dragon Legends tournament finals this morning, and I'm like, this promotion is hot, and now it's going to be even hotter with Liu King Sharp coming in. And let me ask you this: do you intend to keep that hardcore style there in OWE, or do you intend to bring that style to those new eyes and give them that style that they maybe haven't seen before?
I mean, I would absolutely love to. OWE is like nothing else I've ever seen before. I think it's like nothing else anyone's ever seen before.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they'll take to the hardcore stuff. But in my opinion, hardcore wrestling is very much the Scottish style of wrestling.
Yeah.
And I'd very much want to bring that kind of Scottish style to everywhere in the world, you know.
Yeah. And you want to take that piece of you want to take the homeland with you to OWE.
Yeah,
I love that.
So like ICW was, it's kind of my home promotion in a way. I've been wrestling since I started, and that's ICW. It's Insane Championship Wrestling. You know what I mean? It's all about the insanity. And I very much, as I said, look to bring that part of ICW with me, across the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know myself. I'm subscribed to nothing else on TV. I've subscribed to it, and now I have something else to look forward to, and that's Liu King Sharp on my, on my mobile app. If I decide to watch it on the computer, watch it there. But man, I'm just excited to see the style that you bring, and I think it's going to be something, honestly, that OWE hasn't seen before, and that's a good thing because you need different styles, you need different perspectives in the ring, and I think what you're going to bring is going to be something that the people there have never ever seen before, and to me that's really cool and that's really awesome, man.
Absolutely, like even if I'm not able to kind of bring the hardcore side to it, I'm still very much looking to bring something completely different that I've never seen before. Just from what I've seen of OWE, everybody, they're all fantastic wrestlers, fantastic athletes mainly. Some of the stuff they can do is nothing short of spectacular, you know what I mean? But the thing about me and Rob, Rob Sharp is going to be my tag team partner while we're in OWE. We're not your typical wrestlers. We're just a pair of ass kickers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can do a million backflips, but if I can catch you once in the jaw, then
oh yeah,
you know what I mean, the game changes.
Oh, it definitely changed. It definitely. I think there was an old saying that says, "Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth."
Yeah.
So that's exactly that's exactly what I want to see from Liu King Sharp. So let me ask you this, Lou. My next question for you is this: what are some of the main names that influenced you to become a wrestler? Like just prattle off a few names that made Liu King Sharp think to himself, I want to be a part of this. I want to do this. Because I know you said you did it right before you started training right before you turned 12. But what names were you watching that made me think, okay, I want to do this as soon as possible?
Guys like Sabu stick out straight away. Obviously, one of the first guys I've ever seen. I think my kind of main influence, especially early on in my career, was actually Rockstar Spud, which kind of is a big step away from, the kind of ECW side of things. But especially his stuff on the kind of British indie scene before he went to TNA and stuff. He was probably the first kind of. I never really started watching him until it was suggested to me, like while I was training, that like you should kind of check this guy out. But it was when I seen him and seen how well he was doing that I thought, I really could make a run in this. I really could do something with this, because he's not the biggest guy. You know what I mean? He's probably about height to myself, about 5'4", but he's by far the biggest character. You know what I mean? And it was watching him where I kind of learned that I may not be the biggest or the bulkiest, you know what I mean? But I can by far go in and make myself the biggest man in the room by being the biggest character there.
Absolutely, man, and that's what I like. I like that's what I like. I like guys that you're just gonna bring the wood no matter what height they are. I don't care about that stuff. I want to see you bring the wood. I mean the thing. And you have so many different names that are from Scotland that are succeeding. I mean, I think of names like you already said, Noam Dar, Grotto, Drew McIntyre,
Yeah.
just so many names, man. Wolfgang, so many names that I can think of that are representing, Scottish professional wrestling on a worldwide type scale. So let me ask you this, Lou. What from that Scotland style to now China, and hopefully after that worldwide, what can the world expect to learn about Lou King Sharp?
I think the first thing you'll learn about King Sharp is, regardless if you can't see me, you'll hear me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I like to make myself loud, and I like to make myself known wherever I am. I'm first to admit that I'm not going to go in and roll about wrist locks, waist locks, that kind of stuff. I'm not a technical wrestler. You know what I mean? I go in there to brawl and scrap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm
very much in there for a roll about. But that's what to expect from me, hard hitting and fucking as loud as you like.
Yeah. So were you a fan of the Hardcore Championship back in the day?
Oh, absolutely.
I knew it.
Like, it's just, like I said, the anarchy and the chaos is always what's kind of attracted me to wrestling, and Hardcore title was exactly that. That was the embodiment of it.
Oh man, yes. What I would like to see one day, one thing that I want to see. Now I remember I think it was like last year, they did a picture, they did like a collage on WWE.com of different wrestlers with old school championships on their shoulders. Yeah, you saw that, and around their waist. What I want to see a photo shoot of Lou King Sharp rocking that Hardcore Championship. I think that'd be a freaking awesome look, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe the 24/7 title, but we'll need to see.
Oh, geez, even the 24/7 championship, that's fine too. I mean, and I'm glad that you brought that up. So let me ask you this: what's your opinion on the 24/7 championship? Are you entertained by it, or are you not? Or what's your thoughts on it? Because it's become a big time talking point on WWE programming, and a lot of people were starting to feel entertained by it. How did you initially feel about the 24/7 championship, and how do you feel about it now?
I mean, when I first seen the belt, I don't think it's too pleasing on the eye.
Oh no.
I think the main problem with wrestling is everyone just jumps straight into negativity. You know what I mean? They don't want to give things a chance straight away, especially with WWE as well. Like, people are so quick to just put stuff down. Yeah. But I think everyone's had to eat their words, especially with the 24/7 title, because in my opinion, it's been nothing but entertaining. And the main thing about it for me is the fact that it's different. You know what I mean? I think that's what wrestling really needs, is just things that are
something different
that are going to stand out.
Yep. No, I agree with that. I totally agree with that, bro. I'll admit, I can be honest and say, when I saw it, I was like, ugh, that's an ugly championship. But you know what though? Now that I've come to realize, Lou, is that when Monday Night Raw comes on, which when you guys listen to this, you guys are going to be listening to this on Wednesday morning. That is Wednesday, 6 a.m. And for all my people over there in the UK, we love you guys. You guys will be listening to this at 11 a.m. And what I've come to realize is every Monday night and Tuesday night, I look forward to the 24/7 championship segments, bro. So even I kind of, honestly, I shit on it a little bit too, but now my opinion has changed, and I really like the championship. And I was just telling my co-host, actually, on our video show, I was like, the reason that I can enjoy the 24/7 championship is because I don't look at it and think, oh, this is supposed to be a prestigious championship. This is supposed to be... That's not how I see it. I see it as a championship. The way that it was presented is that it's supposed to be entertaining. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be spontaneous. Yeah, and when I set my expectations for that, Lou, then I was like, okay, I can enjoy this more because I'm going to enjoy it for what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think a lot of people just want 5-star wrestling constantly. You know what I mean? And if we had 5-star wrestling every single match, it wouldn't be 5-star wrestling anymore. You know what I mean?
Big facts. Yep.
But like I said, the 24/7 title, something like that, it's just a breath of fresh air, and like you said, it's fun. You know what I mean? Which is the most important thing in wrestling for me. is just to have something that you can watch and have fun being a part of it and witnessing it. You know what I mean? Not every wrestling match has to be a masterclass. Sometimes you do need something to have a laugh at, or do you know what I mean? Something to just kind of, something you don't need to really invest too much in. You can just kind of switch off and enjoy it.
Thank you. I feel so much better hearing somebody that's done what you've done in the business, and of course growing and now getting ready to take a major step in a super hot promotion in OWE. And to hear you say that just makes me feel better to know that, man, some of these fans are just uptight, and you're right. They want 5-star matches all the time. And then and you said it perfectly, but I'm going to add to that. If you got 5-star matches all the time, then guess what? Fans are going to start expecting 10-star matches. And it's like, it's like, guys, come on. Let's enjoy it for what it is. You're supposed to have fun with wrestling. That the thing about it is everybody wants to see oiled up guys in underwear cutting promos like, oh, I'm gonna kick your ass and this and that. I'm like, no, we're supposed to have characters and different people and different personalities, and that's what you're bringing, man. I mean, I see you coming out in the awesome Luke King Sharp Grand Theft Auto letters. I gotta get that shirt. You gotta give me a link to that shirt. I'm gonna need
Absolutely.
that. I want to wear it on the video show because it's kick ass. And you come out in the overalls, and I'm like, this dude is different. He's not just some oiled up guy in trunks just coming out. He's different, and that's what you have to be, in my humble opinion, bro.
Absolutely. I think like there's a million wrestlers in the world. You know what I mean? And you need to have that one thing about you that stands out, because if I'm a promoter and I've got 100 wrestlers messaging me every single week, and I've also got my core roster already, you know what I mean? I've got 100 guys wanting to get into a roster that's already full. If I'm going to give anyone a chance on that, it's got to be someone that's different. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to add another guy who I've already got 5 of. You know what I mean? I'm going to pick that guy who's different to everything that I have. You know what I mean? Wrestling, very much, in my opinion, should be a variety show. You know what I mean? Like a circus, you should have your acrobats, your clowns, your strongmen. You got to have a bit of everything. You know what I mean?
You got to be different, and you're right. If you have 5 of the same guys, guess what? You just have you have clones wrestling each other or tagging up together or anything like that nature. And one thing that I know just from the highlight video that I noticed about you is that you kind of, and I have it too. So don't take this the wrong way. I kind of have it too, but man, you're a great flyer, but you kind of have little man syndrome. Like, you're gonna step up to anybody. You step up to anybody, and that's where I was like, because I saw you're flipping off people in the crowd. You're like hitting the punches in this giant wrestler's gut, and I'm like, this dude's not backing down at all, and I love that, man. That's what resonates with me. I mean, I saw a video of you just screaming in Jimmy Havok's face. What was that like, being in the ring with somebody that's being as successful right now as Jimmy Havok?
Jimmy's always been like, since I wanted to kind of start getting into the hardcore stuff. Jimmy was one of the first people I kind of spoke to. And I don't really know what I was expecting. Like, I said to him, I was like, look, I really want to start doing this kind of different stuff, because I was doing comedy wrestling for a long time. And I was like, look, I want to change it up. I wanted to start doing this kind of more hardcore style, and I don't really know how to go about it. And he went, well, just fucking do it, mate. So like, I was like, right, okay, you know what I mean? He's always kind of been a big help to me and stuff. So actually getting to spend a bit of time in the ring with him was brilliant.
Oh man, and the things that I've seen him do, like I've watched him in MLW, and of course I got a chance to see him on AEW Double or Nothing in the Battle Royal, and by then I had already known so much about Jimmy Havok and just the violence and the stapler guns, pizza cutters, and I'm like watching him. Like, one of the matches that I saw him have and MLW was Battle Riot 2 against Filthy Tom Lawler for the MLW Championship, and that's when I got a chance to see him and was like, man, so this is the guy that everybody's talking about. And I realized, one thing that I realized from that, and this is great for you, Lou, one thing that I realized, I was like, man, like, I didn't realize how much I really, truly missed hardcore style wrestling, and it made me miss it.
See, I think like in recent years, it's almost kind of faded away a bit. And I think in like this kind of age where this kind of work rate age, it's almost kind of frowned upon by some people.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if anything, you know what I mean, that gives guys like me who want to kind of make a go of it. It gives us more of a platform. There's less people trying it, and there's more space for us to go, well, no, this is why you should appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people as well, I think Jimmy Havok is an excellent example of this. People tend to think that like kind of hardcore wrestlers, the deathmatch guys, whatever you call them, that's all they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's all they're capable of. And it's one of the most exciting things about Jimmy Havok going to AEW, because I think a lot of people have heard about, you know, winning the Tournament of Death and all this mad hardcore stuff that he does. But when he's going to be on weekly TV, I very much doubt that he's going to be out scudding his cell with light tubes and everything week in, week out. And I think everyone's going to be very, very surprised by how much Jimmy Havok can just fucking go. You know what I mean? Like, he can wrestle.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's kind of, see, that is how you evolve hardcore wrestling. Like I've heard a lot of people put that stigma on hardcore wrestling, like, oh well, they're just, you know, all they do is bleed and this and that, and they don't actually wrestle. I'm like, no, like, you have no idea. Some of these guys are freaking incredible in the ring, and I think that people need to be reminded. And that's why when I got a chance to actually research you and see what you did, I was like, man, this is cool, this is great, because now we're going to be able to see not just a hardcore style wrestler, but a hardcore style wrestler that can fly, that can go on the mat, that can talk, that can just do it all, man. And I'm so excited to see you in OWE, and hey, I'd be even more excited to see you in AEW.
Oh, you never know, fingers crossed, but obviously they've got a good working relationship, and I know I'm going to be out there busting my balls, so hopefully good things will come.
I think for what you are, your unique look, your unique style, I think that you have a great shot of going really, really far. And I hope to one day be able to go to a AEW show here in the States and go and see Lou King Sharp in the ring at AEW. I'd be pumped. I'd be excited. I'd have my Lou King Sharp shirt on. Once again, I need the link for that because that shirt is awesome. I know I've said it 3 times already, but it's awesome. but let me ask you this last question here. Let me ask you this last question. With how far you've come in this business, and it seems like that you're really budding as a professional wrestler at the right time, because Lou, it is a freaking hotbed for professional wrestling all around the world. Everything's ramping up. We're about to hit a wrestling renaissance. We have AEW coming in to tell WWE, like, hey, watch your ass. It's time for you to step your game up. So hopefully WWE does step their game up. And who knows, even somebody like NXT could pick up a Lou King Sharp. That'd be awesome too. But let me ask you this: with independent wrestling being as on fire as it's been in the last few years, and of course coming up and rising is All Elite Wrestling, AEW. From your perspective, from a wrestler's perspective, and also from a fan's perspective, that you've been a fan of the business, what do you expect, and how far do you expect AEW to take this company, and how far it goes?
I think AEW has everything needed to be the number one wrestling promotion in the world. You know what I mean? And it's been seen before with WCW that it isn't impossible, you know, to take over, to be doing more viewers or whatever, to be more successful than WWE. They've got, you know, they've got the money behind it. They've got the right people. You know what I mean? They've got wrestling people kind of backstage. It's not like you see a lot of these kind of bigger companies trying to start up, and it's TV guys. You know what I mean? From my experience with Five Star Wrestling, a lot of the people involved in that, they weren't wrestlers. They'd never been involved in the wrestling business, and that doesn't mean necessarily that people who haven't been involved in the business can't be successful. But it helps, you know. And if it's a whole team of people, you know, who've never been involved in the industry, it's just, in my opinion, it's just not going to work. But like I said, AEW, they've got the right people. You know, they've got people who know the industry, and obviously Tony Khan is the guy at the top. You know what I mean? He is a massive wrestling fan, which is exactly what's needed. You know what I mean? You need people who aren't looking for a profit. You know what I mean? They're looking to put on a good show, and you know what I mean. They want to be the best. They don't. It's not just all about, you know what I mean, making bank.
Yeah. I agree with that. And the biggest thing that I've noticed is that the Young Bucks and Cody and Kenny Omega and hell, even Tony Khan, they understand modern day wrestling. They understand what the modern day wrestling fan in 2019 wants. They understand what the modern day wrestler needs to put on a good show in 2019. And man, I'll tell you, when you let wrestlers take those cuffs off. I'm talking to you, WWE. When you let wrestlers take the handcuffs off and let them have some creative control, and if they go too far out of line, you know, that's cool. You can steer them in the right direction. And of course, I'm speaking from a fan's perspective. I'm not in the business. I love this business. I respect everything that you guys do. But from my perspective, it just seems like you have to let these guys and girls just take those handcuffs off and let them be creative and let them go out there and do their thing. And I think a lot of that is what we're going to see in AEW is where people are going to have a chance to respond to the crowd. Like even the Dark Order, when the crowd was saying, "Who are you?" in Las Vegas, they referenced that in their promo. We need more of that in wrestling. Wrestling is on fire right now, and it's going to get even better in 2019, in 2020. It's about to be some of the best wrestling that I think that we've seen since the 90s. So I'm excited about it, man, and I'm even more excited to see what you do in OWE and see how you grow as a talent, bro. I'm so excited.
I'm very excited to do it. Very excited to go over there and be a part of it. You know what I mean? Like I said, China's the newest market in wrestling, and
yeah,
I want to be there as early as I can.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that with you being there and coming there now, you're going to be a part of from what I assume is going to be a great locker room. You're going to be back there with some cats that have already been to Double or Nothing in Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
And I think that's just going to make somebody like you, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's going to make somebody like you just hungry for more, hungry to just take it to the top. And I'll tell you, man, I get a chance to talk to a lot of talents, but so when I say this, you better believe that I mean it. When I see the day that you are on my TV on TNT, and I'm speaking it into existence. The day that
Put
I
it
see
into the
you,
universe.
Yes, I'm speaking it into the universe. The day that I see you on TNT on my TV, I'm gonna be going freaking ape shit. I really am.
I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, absolutely, like you said, like with there being guys there who have been to Double or Nothing and stuff, it's gonna give me that taste.
Oh,
you know, it's just gonna make me want it more. Like, I'm not going to China for just, you know, the weekend. You know,
yeah.
I'm very much looking to go over and commit to this scene and be a part of it. You know what I mean? I don't want to just be, because they've had guys come in before from America and stuff. You know what I mean? And they were very much, they just come in, they kind of done their bit and they left. Whereas I'm looking to commit to it. I'm looking to be part of OWE, and I want people. The way when you think of OWE, you think of Shaolin Monk and you think of Strong Hearts. I want people to think of OWE and think of Luke King Sharp and Rob Sharp.
Yes, absolutely. So Lou, I always love to show my proper respect to my guest. And before I say this, I do have to say this because I love to say this to my guests. Well, before I take it to the next question here, I want to say this. Thank you for everything that you do, and thank you for putting your body on the line for my entertainment and all of wrestling's entertainment, all of wrestling fans' entertainment. So I just want to say thank you, bro.
Oh, thank you. Obviously, if it wasn't for fans, and we would have no reason to do it. You know what I mean? It's people like yourself, and you know the people that are coming to the shows that give us. You're paying our bills. You know what I mean? You're giving us reason to do this. Like without fans, wrestling wouldn't be wrestling. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I know, but what you guys do, the things that you guys do in the ring and all those rings for our entertainment. I mean, some of these cats are shortening their life, you know, their life expectancy just because they have the love to entertain, and me, I respect that and appreciate that. I really truly do.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Oh, no problem at all, man. So, with that being said, now is your opportunity, Lou King Sharp, to use this platform to plug anything that you want to plug, your social media, your upcoming appearances, obviously OWE, and anything else that you want to plug. So this is your chance. Lou King Sharp, plug away, bro.
So Facebook is just www.facebook.com/LouKingSharp. For Twitter and Instagram, I'm at LouKingSharpPBW. YouTube, if anyone wants to check out any of my footage before I head over to OWE, that's Lou King Sharp TV. There's matches on there, the playlist matches against the likes of Tommy Dreamer and the Young Bucks. There's all sorts of good stuff to check out on that. And if there's, like I said, there's a lot of listeners in the UK, so if there's anyone in Scotland or even anyone in England looking to do a bit of travel and you want to get into the professional wrestling industry, the Premier British Wrestling Academy is by far, in my opinion, one of the best places that you can go to kind of develop your career.
Great, bro, great. And this was a great episode. Lou King Sharp, thank you for honoring my podcast by coming on and talking to me, bro. And the best of luck in your career and in OWE and beyond that, bro. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for having me on. Thanks to everybody for listening to me ramble shite for an hour.
I appreciate that. Guys, that was Lou King Sharp. Check him out. Coming very soon to OWE. You can catch him on ICW. Guys, this was another great episode. In Your Houses Worldwide. But that's what we do. Hey, let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. Check us out October 5th, Heroes and Legends 13, Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are the official podcast of Heroes and Legends 13. And if you cannot be there in person, hey, check it out on Fight TV featuring me, your boy Khan, and Jason Saint on commentary. Guys, www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Become a Patreon, patreon.com/inyourhouse. We will discuss your topics. Guys, I tell you this all the time. Hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone. Because the household, well, we going strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.